The noise woke the patriarch from his nap. He walked out, shaking his dust whisk, and asked, "What are you making such a racket about?" The disciples all stood quietly aside and said, "Master, we were watching Wukong show his skills." The patriarch frowned and said, "Wukong, I taught you the 72 transformations to show off?" Wukong quickly knelt down and said, "Master, disciple realizes the mistake. Please punish me." The patriarch sighed and said, "I won't punish you. You may leave." "Yes." Wukong stood up and took 2 steps, then stopped and asked, "Master, where should I go?" The patriarch slowly said, "Go back to where you came from." Wukong panicked and knelt down, kowtowing. "Master, you want to drive me away?" The patriarch said, "It's not that I want to drive you away, but our master-disciple fate has come to an end." Wukong clung to the patriarch's leg and said, "Master, I have received your great kindness and have not yet repaid it. How can you bear to do this?" The patriarch laughed heartily and said, "Talk of repayment is unnecessary. Just don't cause trouble and involve me in it in the future, and I will be grateful." Wukong kowtowed and said, "Master, don't worry. Disciple will take responsibility for his actions and will never implicate you." The patriarch said, "Good, good. Listen carefully. After you leave, do more honorable deeds. If you use the skills I taught you for evil, I will not spare you, even if you flee to the ends of the earth. Now go." With that, he turned and went back into the cave dwelling. Wukong, with tears in his eyes, kowtowed 3 times to the patriarch's retreating figure, then leapt up on his somersault cloud and returned to Flower Fruit Mountain. This time was different from when he left. In the blink of an eye, he had crossed thousands of mountains and rivers and arrived above the water curtain cave of Flower Fruit Mountain. Pressing down his cloud, he called out, "Children, I'm back!" For a long time, there was no response. After a while, an old monkey peeked out, saying, "It's really our king." Then he led a group of little monkeys to pay their respects. Seeing the monkeys in rags, Wukong hurriedly asked, "What happened at home while I was gone?" The old monkey stepped forward and said, "King, after you left, a group of demons came and took over our cave. We couldn't defeat them." "Oh? Who's their leader?" Wukong asked. The old monkey replied, "The leader is called Demon King of Confusion." Wukong was furious and asked, "Where is that demon now?" The old monkey said, "He's in our water curtain cave, drinking and having fun." Wukong, nearly exploding with rage, waved his hand. "Children, follow me. Let's settle the score with them." The little monkeys began shouting excitedly. Leading the monkeys to the water curtain cave, Wukong saw a demon with a green face and sharp teeth sitting on a stone bed, with little demons pouring him wine. Wukong pointed at the demon and cursed, "Where are you from, demon? How dare you bully my children and take over my cave?" The demon glanced at Wukong and laughed. "Just a monkey like you? You're not even enough to fill the gaps between my teeth. Get lost while you still can." Wukong, enraged, shouted, "Ha! Let me show you my power." With that, he leapt forward and threw a punch. The demon pushed aside the little demons and grabbed a 9-ringed broadsword from the table, swinging it at Wukong. Wukong ducked easily and punched the demon hard in the right side. The demon couldn't withstand it, spat blood, twitched twice, and died. The little demons, seeing their king dead, scattered in panic. Wukong led the monkeys to reclaim the water curtain cave. The old monkey approached and said, "King, where have you been all these years? We missed you terribly." Wukong replied, "I missed you too. I went to a very faraway place and met an old immortal who even gave me a name." The old monkey asked, "Oh, what's the name?" Wukong said, "The surname is Sun, and the name is Sun Wukong." The old monkey said, "If the king's surname is Sun, then we'll all take the surname Sun too." Wukong laughed. "Good, good. We're one big sun family from one big sun nest." "Good, good." The little monkeys cheered. Flower Fruit Mountain was once again filled with joy and excitement. A few days later, Wukong suddenly remembered something and said to the old monkey, "I think if we want to avoid being bullied, it's not enough for only me to know martial arts. You all need to learn it too." The old monkey said, "King, to learn martial arts, we need weapons." Wukong replied, "True. Are there any weapons around here?" The old monkey said, "There aren't any nearby, but when I was young, I was captured and taken to the kingdom of Aulai. There were blacksmiths forging weapons there." Wukong said, "Great. You all wait at home. I'll be back soon." With that, he somersaulted into the air and arrived above the kingdom of Aulai. Looking down, he saw a military camp with hundreds of weapons on wooden racks, including knives, spears, and stuff. Wukong was delighted and puffed out his cheeks, blowing a strong wind from the sky, causing people to close their eyes against the dust. Wukong then pulled out a handful of hairs from behind his neck, blew on them, and shouted, "Transform!" The hairs turned into countless little monkeys who began carrying off the weapons. After a while, the wind stopped, and when people opened their eyes, all the weapons on the racks were gone. Wukong returned to Flower Fruit Mountain, distributed the weapons to the monkeys, and began teaching them martial arts. He also appointed a nimble-armed gibbon as the captain to lead the monkeys in daily drills. One day, after the monkey soldiers finished their training, the gibbon captain said to Wukong, "King, you seem happy today. Why not show us some of your martial arts skills?" Wukong replied, "All right, bring me my 9-ringed broadsword." A few little monkeys brought the 9-ringed broadsword, and Wukong started to swing it swiftly in the middle of the ground. The monkey soldiers could only see a blur of the sword, unable to see Wukong, and they cheered continuously. Feeling excited, Wukong used a bit too much force, and with a crack, the 9-ringed broadsword broke in half. The monkey soldiers were stunned, and Wukong threw the broken half of the sword to the ground, saying, "What a buzzkill! It's a pity there isn't a suitable weapon." The gibbon captain walked over and said, "King, can you go underwater?" Wukong replied, "I, the great sage, can go to the heavens and the under-earth. Why couldn't I go underwater?" "That's good," the gibbon captain continued. "Underneath our water curtain cave, there's a passage leading directly to the Dragon Palace of the East Sea. The Dragon King is wealthy beyond measure and has countless treasures. If the king goes to borrow a weapon or two, wouldn't that be perfect?" Wukong said, "All right, you all wait at home. I'll be back soon." With that, he jumped into the water and disappeared without a trace.